We made it to 24 weeks. Oh my God. This is actually the week I wanted to like announce I was pregnant. Like, honestly, how? How are we gonna do that? How was I thinking I could do that? How? With this big old belly. I really thought I could hide this till 24 weeks. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, like, really, girl? I thought I could hide this to 24 weeks? Did I really think so? But we made it to 24 weeks. Made it to 24 weeks. Baby girl is considered viable. Viable just really means that the baby can, if God forbid, because I do not want an early baby, early as in before I'm term, just means that the baby were to be born today, that the baby could survive outside the womb. That's all it means. Anything before 24 weeks, baby cannot survive outside the womb. There's like a little gray area where it's like possible, but the baby will have like a lot of defects, defects as in like really hard time with life, growing up, lung issues, things like that, because nothing's done developing. 24 weeks is still not the best. You do not want a 24-week baby, but it's a milestone. It's basically your baby could survive outside the womb if you were to deliver. I work at a trauma center, an OB. I see a lot of women who are PPROM, meaning that they ruptured before their due date, and it's premature rupture of membranes, basically. And so they end up sometimes having 24 weekers that have to stay in the NICU. And sometimes the babies do live and sometimes the babies don't. So yes, but it's viable for life, meaning the baby could survive outside the womb. And in the state of New Jersey, at least, you cannot have an abortion after this point. It sounds crazy that you would even have an abortion at 24 weeks when the baby's literally fully formed and everything. But it's illegal after 24 weeks. And if the baby were to be born and was born alive but died, you have to bury the baby. Sorry, I hate to talk about this. This is kind of like, sorry, this is very morbid. I'm sorry, but I'm a nurse, and this is the stuff that I have to know and deal with. And it's different state to state, but at least in this state, that's what it is. But anyways, on a happier note, I'm 24 weeks. April 6th, 23 and 1, I relaxed at home with Blake today. April 7th, 23 and 2, Blake and I went on a date to a tulip festival. We picked tulips, ate some food, and bought some honey and peach cider. There were a lot of friendly bees. April 8th, 23 and 3, work today was a good day. April 9th, 23 and 4, I worked again, but on OB triage. My legs were feeling swollen by the end of the day. It was like a decent day. I actually met another Black nurse practitioner that I had never met before, because her and I guess never worked triage at the same time, and I really liked her. She's from New York, she's from Brooklyn, she's Jamaican. Me and her were really vibing, and so I worked with her, and I thought that she made the day go by. I felt like certain people you work with just make the day go by fast. And it was going by pretty fast until the end of it, when things started getting crazy because everybody wanted to come in for something. And by then my legs were feeling real tight. I was like, oh God, I'm starting to swell. And it's hard to like push yourself when you're feeling like that and you feel like people still expect you to do your job. It's like people know you're pregnant and they tell you, oh, don't worry, I got that. Oh, I'll pick that up. Like they want to help you. But in the back of their mind, they're also thinking, girl, do your job. So I try my best. But anyway, April 10th, 23 and 5, I was off today. I also got the baby's rug. Let me show it to you. Let me show you her rug. So I showed you guys last week her dresser, which I'm still waiting for those knobs. And then this is her rug. Look at this. Isn't this cute? It's so cute. I love it. It's round, and that's her crib. I had to take the blanket off the crib because her blanket has her name on it, and I don't want you guys to know her name yet. So that's her crib. I really like it. I love how it looks like a sleigh bed. And we had to get the mattress and stuff. But yeah, that's her rug. The floor, if you guys ever see my floor in this room and wonder what's this white stuff, it's honestly paint from when we painted this room. I washed this floor, but I have to like literally scrape the paint off the floor. The whole house actually had this at one point, and we were able to get it off everywhere else, but I haven't like taken the time to really get it off this room. So yeah, but anyway, I'll get to do that at a later date. Then above her crib, I'm gonna put her name. That is from when we went to Vietnam. It's just like a little lantern that I had gotten. And then on this wall, we'll probably put her newborn photos. So whenever she's born and we take newborn photos, I'll get some frames and hang it up on that wall. So that's my plan for this side of the room. But yeah, I like this blanket. I don't want to show you the other side. So the blanket is a two-sided blanket. One side, this side of it has like bees and stuff on it. This side, one side has like bees on it. I don't want to show you because that's already on it. But so this blanket is her baby blanket. This side is the Sherpa side, which I really like. It's really, really, really soft, and I really, really like it. April 11th, 23 and 6. And we met with the midwife, the first one we had, named Melissa, who I really liked. She was very thorough today. Like the last midwife who I had an issue with, was just not very thorough about explaining things. I mean, I'm a first-time mom, and I know I'm an OB nurse and stuff, but like, I don't know how you guys do your thing. Like, so you have to explain it to me, like what you're doing. She basically said, I was really concerned about the early discharge. They discharge you in 4 hours, and the previous midwife was like, oh yeah, rain or shine, whether it's the middle of the night or not. And she kind of said it in this like chiding way that was kind of like, yep, you gotta leave. And it's kind of just not reassuring when it's like, I'm trying to have a baby here. Can you explain that a little better? So this midwife said to me, basically, yes, it's the standard. We don't want people to think, oh yeah, we just hang out here for another hour or 2 or 3 or 5. So, which I get as a person who works in the hospital, I understand that. But if there's something wrong, if the baby's labs aren't back yet, if the baby comes positive, meaning like there's a high risk for jaundice, if I'm bleeding heavy, if I'm GPS positive, if there's certain factors that would allow me to stay longer. They also said that I should get in touch with the lactation consultant just so I can have that reassurance that I'm latching well. I have to figure out how I want to do that because there's a lactation consultant that's at my hospital. It just sucks that it's not already with the hospital because like at my hospital, they do it all in house. So it's like certain things I am giving up to have a birthing center birth. So we'll see. I'm gonna go with the flow. I might ask the lactation consultant if she does anything outpatient and if I could come to her outpatient or something. We'll see. And then she said to get your pediatrician in order. So my friend told me that she likes her pediatrician, who's also Black, that she likes. So I'm gonna check her out. And then she also said, and then I ordered my glucose tolerance test. I'll show it to you. Well, it's like a packet. It's called the Fresh Test. Like in the hospital, we give this like nasty orange drink that's like tastes like syrup. I've tasted it because when I was on orientation, my preceptor had me taste it, and it's disgusting. It tastes like syrup. I can't imagine having to drink the whole thing or even half. But the one that they had me taking with this is like more natural, and it's called Fresh Test, and it's like a powder, and they put the powder in like some water. You shake it up, and it's like lemonade. I guess really sweet lemonade, and has like a touch of like a mint flavor to it. I'm like, that sounds a lot more refreshing than this nasty orange sugary drink. So hopefully it's not bad. So I have to take that next time I go to the midwife. Which is 4 more weeks. And the only thing that happened that was like annoying, if I'm going to talk about anything, is the office manager said that she would meet me today and that she would be there, and she apparently, according to the midwife, she wasn't there that day, which I found weird to tell somebody you're going to be there and then you're not there. And then maybe she thought I was at the different office. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I don't feel like dealing with it anymore. I already know my decision. I'm not trying to meet with that midwife anymore. For example, when I went to check out and make my appointment, I don't have my schedule for May, June, July yet for work. So I told them I would just make my next appointment and I'll call in for any follow-up appointments after that once I get my schedule. They said, okay, fine. So I made my schedule for my 28-week appointment, and the medical assistant made a weird comment saying, oh, I thought you were at your every week part already, but it seems like you've been here forever. I'm like, this is literally like the 5th time I've been here. Like, girl, bye. And she's like, it feels like you've been here forever. Sometimes I be feeling like I want you guys to deliver your babies more than you do. And it felt like this like sarcastic, I don't know, maybe I'm being negative, I don't know. But it felt like this sarcastic remark like, I was just like, okay. I was like, nope, got another 4 weeks. Like, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, was that sarcasm? I always feel like, now that I'm an adult and now I've been around the block a couple times with people, I always feel like if I feel a way about how someone says something, I genuinely feel like that's what they meant it as. Like, I may not understand exactly what they meant. Maybe they didn't mean it that way, but the energy that comes with when people say certain things, I think is always, because the body never lies. Like, I feel like it's always what it is. So, like, the energy that I got from it was kind of like, can't wait for you to have your baby so you don't have to come back here anymore. Like, and it's just like, I'm actually really nice to everybody. I just don't fuck with that one midwife. And maybe that's her friend. Maybe she heard about the situation. I don't know. But it's like, girl, stay in your lane before I come for you, because, like, for real. But I just kind of blew it off, like, whatever. I just said, okay. Anyways, yeah, they were like, okay. And then she was like, well, how about this day? May, blah, blah, blah. I said, who was on that day? Camille. And I said, and what about the day before? Yeah, I think Camille's on that day too. And I'm thinking to myself, the midwife I just met with just told me that they only work 24-hour shifts. So, which is crazy that they actually work 24-hour shifts. So they're there from 24, they're on call from like 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. So how is she, if it's 24-hour shifts, why is she there Monday and Tuesday? Because it's from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. I thought that was very odd. I was just like, Okay. I said, okay, what about the 15th? And she was like, yeah, we have availability for this time. I said, and what midwife is that day? She said, Tammy. I said, I'll take that one. And then, so she made my appointment, and then I left, and Blake was like, all right, Pierre, you're making it just known to everybody you don't want to have Camille again. I'm like, it's not about not making it known. Like, I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to hide it. It's literally like, tell me who was there that day. If she's there, I don't want to have her, so I'm going to just ask for another day. Like, I'm not like, don't want her. I'm not making a big deal out of it, but I'm also not going to try to hide it either, because it's like, I don't want her. Like, and it should be a known thing that she pissed me off so bad that I don't want her to be my freaking midwife. Like, that's it. I mean, and when I'm in the hospital and we have patients that fire nurses, they'll be like, I don't want that nurse. I want somebody else. They'll come out the room, they'll say, all right, she fired me. Like, she doesn't want me as her nurse anymore. We're like, oh shit, okay, what happened? They'll tell us what happened. All right, then we switch, I'll take her. That's it, that's all that happens. You just accommodate the patient because they're the patient. So, that's what I'm going to do. And I already made my plan that if I go into labor when she's on call, depending on how I feel that day, and I feel like gambling that day, if I don't feel like gambling that day, I'm going to, and and everything that I was worried about dealing with, I won't have to worry about, and I'm comfortable with that decision. But I'm going to go with the midwifery, because that's what I've been doing, and try to keep it the way it is. And whatever is supposed to happen. I'm going to try to keep open mind. I'm not trying to be rigid with my plan of care, because I know how it is. Like, if you're too rigid, things end up going way off the charts. So it's like, just try to keep an open mind about things, go with the flow. All right, that's not working. Plan B. Okay, plan C. Like, yeah. So anyway, that is it. Happy 24 weeks, baby girl. So excited. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
There, those are heart valves.
Oh, okay.
You hear how crisp that is?
Yeah, it's the...
Oh, you're a wiggly little thing. So that's placenta or cord.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no valves in it. So you get, the number that you hear is still representative of what baby's heart rate is. Oh, you're a wiggly little thing. So that's placenta or cord.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no valves in it. So you get, the number that you hear is still representative of what baby's heart rate is.